Hey guys, it's Jojo here, and I'm going to talking about that BTC trade I caught. It's basically just a Quasimodo reversal or reclaim block. Then a lot of people call it reclaim block. Why some people call it Quasimodo reversal? That's a QMR. So I'm going to show you the pattern on how QMR works, and by the time we get to the entry and all, I'll show you the series of reclaim block I saw, and how to go about taking them. So this is how reclaim block works. So you see something like this: a sweep, a break, the first pullback, then price comes back, then voila. So this is how a reclaim block looks like. There will always be a sweep. A sweep. A Quasimodo reversal will always have a sweep. Then a sweep is like a sweep, and when price take out the previous, why it's called a reclaim block is price took out the previous order block. That doesn't mean it has actually failed. If after taking out the previous order block, price started selling, then it's no longer valid. But price broke structure, which means it's going to reclaim that block, then created a liquidity. So definitely price will come here. So the only thing is that if you're placing your entry, your stop, your invalidation zone per se would be here. That's this particular place, your SL. So you put your long tool here, target the next high, then your stop loss below here. So this is a nice 1:3. So one thing I observe about reclaim blocks is that it's usually minimum RR of 1:3, 1:4 if you're lucky, and boom. I was like, there's no way that I'll just be, I'll not be able to see more than 1:3. So yeah, so let's get into the main thing. So as you can see, BTC has been, bullish. Is a swing structure, swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low. So what are we expecting? The next swing high. So now that we have gotten that, as you can see, this is the recent swing low that just happened, and it's obviously reacting from a point of interest here. But first off, as of when price was here at this region, I used my Fibonacci to mark out my 79% of the fib. So as you can see, price dropped into 79%. Even if it didn't get to 70, I didn't even got to 60, and started giving me a change in state of delivery, then it's also a good sign. But it dug into 79, then started pushing. You can see the rejection happening here, meaning that buyers are in the market. So sorry about that. Let me get this out of the way. So now what do? We look for the particular point of interest price was reacting from, and as you can see here in this place, you can see an order block. This particular order block, I would have used it, but it's already, this is an engulfing candle. I'm going to talk about in my next video engulfing candles and all. So this is a bullish engulfing candle. So this order block has been mitigated already. So this is the unmitigated order block available. So you mark it out. So, and as you can see, when immediately price got into it rejected, like pushed back, rejection, and closed here. So now there is a sign that buyers are in the market and we are ready to buy to the next swing structure. And also this other block has a liquidity, but let's not forget the concept. It has a liquidity close to it. So yeah, so now that we have gotten that out of the way, in our direction, I went down to the 4-hour time frame. the H4 time frame. Then I was waiting for that nice change in state of delivery, which is for price to take out this particular lower high, but I didn't get it. Price was, when price get to that level, it will close inside. For a nice change, I need to see a full body close, full body candle close, but it will get to that level, close inside, get to level closing. So I was like, nah, it hasn't given me that particular change in state yet. But there's one pattern that I kept seeing. I mean, the concept of Quasimodo that I just drew for you guys. It's a pattern that once you see, you can't unsee it. You just have to keep practicing and get used to it. So I spotted it here, which was this particular candle here. Sorry about that. The Quasimodo. This was it. So this was basically the sweep that happened. The sweep, this, and this was the liquidity. So remember the concept I gave. After a sweep, it broke structure. So this particular order block failed, then price broke structure, obviously, and pulled back, then went off, then came back in. So the only thing is know your protection level. So this was the level that I know that if price comes and takes it out, then it's now invalidated. So yeah, and placing the entry would be like this, 1:3, something like that. Targets here. So you can see that this is not even up to 1:2. Let's just say 1:2. But this is not like something I will roll. Like this is little RR. So, but though price is on profit, yeah, for this kind of trade now, you risk $50, you're making $100. If you risk $100, you're making $200. So yeah. So now after spotting this particular one, I spotted another Quasimodo, which was this one. It's just a pattern that once you see it, you can't unsee it. This particular one. So this was the sweep that happened here. Let me delete it. So then this was the break. This was the break of structure. So then this was the liquidity. The liquidity that happened close to it. So that's the concept of Quasimodo, and your stop loss, it will be your protected level. I know some people do want to tight their stop loss because putting your stops here is to make your risk to reward like little. But that's the thing, like that's why reclaim block is actually good, but it's something that I would prefer. To me, I would prefer using a normal order block than reclaim because of my SL. I wouldn't want to get stopped out, and I wouldn't want to miss my trade. The good thing about reclaim block is that it helps you get a lot of opportunities. Like you don't miss opportunities, you catch them. So this particular one is a 1:3.9, almost a 1:4. Like I said, it's still moving. It hasn't gotten to TP yet. So, but it's not my type of RR. It's not the kind of RR I like taking. So I had to go down, scale down more to the lower time frame to look for more opportunities. When price dug into this particular level, as of when price got to this level, I was like, okay, let me look for another opportunity here. So I went to the 1 hour time, H1 time frame, and I spotted another reclaim block here. So this is basically a sweep. this is a sweep. Then this is the block that failed. I marked it out, you know. So basically, yeah, this was my liquidity, this particular candle here. So when price got to this level, it actually did triggered. So that's one thing about break even. Again, the important thing is just put your stop loss, TP or SL, TP or SL. So now, as you can see, you see that price, if you put your long to, let's say your long position here, your stops below this level and targets above, target somewhere here, you can see that price actually, this is a 1:5. This is now the kind of RR I would say, okay, I prefer taking a 1:5. So what happened? Price got to this level, triggered and went up. So imagine breaking even, you get and stop out, like but you won't lose anything, you broke even. Then what happened? Voila, market went straight to TP. Now you've missed this particular trade. This one, now, if you're taking a $10 risk, you're making over $50 risk, then $50 reward. If you're risking $100, you're making 500 on this particular trade. So now, for some people that are okay, I missed that particular setup, there's now another reclaim block that I spotted again, which is why I say reclaim block is something that is a pattern that once you see it, you can't unsee it. Its price will keep on giving you more and more opportunities till it start reversing. So I spotted another one, which was let me delete this, which was this. Sorry, this particular one. So one sweep concept about it, they have to be a sweep. They have to be a sweep. So this was a sweep of a low, then a break of structure. So after this particular sweep, now you can see that after this sweep, price rallied and broke structure. So I'm going to show you there are two types. There's a type A and type B kind of reclaim block. So I'm going to draw it later on. So this is a break of structure. So you can see that then this is your liquidity. This is your liquidity. Then your stop loss below this level. Then your long to place your long here, and so that's one thing I observed about BTC, is that one thing I observed was that BTC uses reclaim block a lot, and this is what you have. This is a nice 1:5 again. So imagine 1:5, you got a win here, got a win here in this other one. That's 10 RR. Let me put it. Imagine having a win here and also a win here. This is a 10R trade. That's massive, like meaning that if you're taking a risk of $100 on each particular trade, maybe you're risking $100, $100. If you risk $100 here, you make 500. You risk another one, you make 500. That's $1,000 total. So that's the thing about the Quasimodo. So now I'm going to show you the two types. There's the type A, which is like this. You have a sweep, you have a break of structure, then pull back, then price comes back in, then goes to TP. This is the first one. Then you have the type B, which is this, a sweep, the liquidity before the break, then price comes back in, then voila. So you mark your claim block like this. So now, as you can see now, this is your liquidity here. For the two of them, this is the liquidity. So what are the difference between these two? The difference between these two is that this particular one now created the liquidity before breaking structure, while this one broke after the sweep. It broke structure before creating liquidity. That's the difference. So now, if you look at this particular reclaim block, like this one, this is a type B because after the sweep it created the liquidity before breaking structure. So this is a type B. It's similar to this one. Are you seeing? Yeah. Why these other ones? Okay, this one is also a type B. Then okay, yeah, this one is a type A. Let me go to the 4-hour time frame so you see it clearly. So yeah, this particular one now is a type A. After the sweep, break structure, liquidity. So you can see there are two concepts about this Quasimodo reversal. So that's it. So that will be all for reclaim block. If you still have more questions about it, do well to subscribe and also send me a DM.